Hey guys, my name's Nate, and I'm the Otter Outdoorsman, and I want to talk about my favorite plant. This one right here. This is an eastern white pine, scientifically known as Pinus strobus. Now, why is this my favorite tree, or my favorite plant? Well, it's steeped in history, both locally and personally. Locally, this tree has been used by natives and locals as far back as we know. Natives used to use this as a food source in times of starvation. The Cambrian layer on this tree is edible. It can be used when dried and separated from the tough outer bark to help extend starches. And the needles, well, they can be used to make teas or as a flavoring. And personally, I actually really like the tea. Iroquois tribes actually used that Cambrian layer as an important food source. And I find that really cool. Local to here, Eastern white pine is known as one of the more important trees, or one of the useful trees that was used for making dugout canoes. These trees are heavily steeped with resin, and that resin, when it was burnt out, would percolate into all the different nooks and crannies of the wood that would make it waterproof. Now, that resin is also really useful. It has antimicrobial properties. Now, the antimicrobial properties can be used to make an instant bandage. And I've used it personally, really, really effective. But on top of that, that resin could be used to make glues when used properly. It could be used to make waterproofing. It has a lot of other uses, including sugar. Not great sugar, but sugar. So, this plant became an important building source, an important food source of local natives. But then we move on to me. What does this tree mean to me? Well, for one, I live in eastern Massachusetts. This tree is dotted all throughout the woods out here. It's one of the most common conifers in this area. So the smell of it, the look of it, it means home to me. It's a very important tree to me, just to see it. It's also one of the first trees my father taught me how to identify. My dad taught me that needles of 5 were equivalent to, in the word white, you have 5 letters in the word white. 5 needles, 5 letters. As opposed to the red pine, which is also native, you have 3. This is also one of the first wild edibles I learned, along with wintergreen. It was pretty cool. It was also one of the first trees and one of the first plants I used to build my first successful bow drill set. And I can't forget that. But most importantly, soon I'm going to be marrying the love of my life underneath a grove of white pines. How can I not love this plant? How can it not be important to me? What's your favorite plant? Why is it important to you? I would love to hear what you think about it and why it is important to you. Anyways, my name's Nate. I'm the Otter Outdoorsman. You guys have a good day, and remember, get out in the woods and have some fun. See ya, everyone.